More than 100 professional photographers will volunteer their services on Anzac Day, creating a photographic honour roll for the remaining veterans of World War II. The project is the work of the New Zealand Institute of Professional Photographers. 2 photographers are involved in Dunedin, and one of those is Moira Clark. She joins us now. Good evening.
Hi.
Tell us a little bit about what this project involves.
It involves, as you said, over 100 professional Anzac photographers, as well as World War II veterans and the RSA, and it's involving all 3 of us being involved in being able to photograph all those veterans on Anzac Day. It involves about 3 stages though. Like the first stage is the regional portrait, which is a sort of a studio portrait like you would see in a RSA hall when you walk in, and the other 2 stages include the documentary style, which is everything that happens on Anzac Day, and the 3rd stage is the creative style, which is about where you could select one person or anybody you want actually, and wish to spend extended time, not necessarily on the day, but maybe at a different time, to do a creative series that could include his family, anything that you would like to add to, that relates to that particular person.
Why has this project been organised?
It's a really important one. You know, like World War II veterans, everybody has someone they know that's been involved in that, and it's one of those things that has never been done before, and except for World War I veterans. And the Anzac got behind this to promote the idea, and it's just a really great idea.
What are your plans for tomorrow?
Busy as. 8 o'clock start for me, not quite the dawn service, but heading out to Mosgiel RSA and covering all the events that are happening there. It's really quite exciting, lots of things, and exciting to be part of it.
And the work is pro bono, so what is your motivation for getting behind it?
I think it's nice to get behind something that you really believe in and doing something for the community, and this is about Anzac too. All of these photographers are doing all this tomorrow, as you say, free of charge for the first part. Yes.
So what will end up happening to the pictures that you take tomorrow?
The regimental portraits are being gifted to the National Archives for the RSA, and which is really, really important. And the other 2 stages are going to be used in probably in conjunction with the RSA and the Anzac as an exhibition or work covering the best of what's happened throughout New Zealand.
And as a photographer, what are you going to be trying to create with your portraits, do you think?
For myself, I think it's more about being an observer and catching those moments, isn't it? There's so much happening, and you know, especially when they meet their mates and the friendship, it's all of those things. There's so many emotions happening on Anzac Day. Hope the tears don't come.
Yes, I was just going to say, do you get caught up in it?
Yeah, I was just thinking how I'm going to handle that. But I think that's part of it, isn't it? You don't know how you're going to react, and being part of it is really important.
We look forward to seeing the results. Moira Clark, photographer, thank you so much for your time.
No problem. Thanks for inviting me.